I've been writing love songs for almost 20 years now, and perhaps my favorite is the song that I wrote for our oldest daughter when she was just 2 years old, about how she won't always be so little. Whenever I awake, I see your face. You start to smile without a care to hide. Each day that you live, you learn and grow. You look at life with endless joy inside. All that I have, all that I know, won't mean nothing without you here. Your love is a miracle. I can't believe you're here with me. There's no more dreams to find. Your love's a miracle to me. Many years go by, I'll see you once, and I don't know if I can hide these tears. All that I love, now she's grown up. I'll miss the days when she was here. Your love is a miracle. I can't believe you're here with me. There's no more dreams to find. Your love's a miracle to me. Your love is a miracle. Can't believe you're here with me. There's no more dreams to find. Your love's a miracle. Your love's a miracle. Your love's a miracle to me. Thank you. Thank you. What I'd like to talk about today is something that we encounter every single day of our lives. And maybe, just maybe, that's why we sometimes take it for granted. What I'd like to talk about today, of course, is music. We hear music when we listen to the radio, when we watch our favorite TV shows. We hear music when we go to the latest blockbuster movies. We even hear music when we're on the phone, on hold, or going up and down on the elevator. Although elevator music isn't quite what it used to be. If we go to clubs or coffee houses, restaurants with family or friends to talk, eat, maybe dance, what do you hear? Music, of course. Music is literally everywhere we turn, but the quality of future music is in danger. Believe it or not, there are actually 3 disturbing trends that are killing the future of music. The first is music education. Have you noticed that schools across the country are continuing to cut music and arts education programs while still many others have greatly reduced them? There was a time in this country when almost every child had access to music education, and now that's simply not the case. The second trend is the switch. The switch from people buying CDs and MP3s to now listening to music almost exclusively via streaming. Spotify, Pandora, YouTube, you name it. This changes the whole business model of how musicians, artists, and songwriters are paid, making it much more difficult for the non-superstar artists to earn a living. And what this means for the future is there'll be a lot less young people looking to pursue a career writing and playing music. Honestly, this trend scares the hell out of me, and here's why. Because kids growing up today place zero value on music. And why? Because they simply don't have to pay for it. Remember when we were growing up? We had to go to the store, put our hard-earned money down on the counter, babysitting money, allowance money, paper route money, whatever it was, just so we could take home our favorite 45, album, cassette, CD. And then, and only then, could we listen to our favorite artist's music over and over again to our heart's content. But now, kids are growing up expecting music to be free. So I ask you, what kind of music do you think we'll have in the future with that kind of thinking? And the third disturbing trend is live music. It wasn't long ago when almost every hotel, restaurant, and other hospitality business offered some form of live music on the weekends, sometimes even 5-6 days a week. Maybe it was a piano player or a small duo, or maybe even a full band that we could dance to. But now, now we're being conditioned as a society to not hear live music because many of these same venues no longer offer it. Again, less opportunities for musicians to earn a living and less chances for you and I, the general public, to experience the joy and benefits of live music. Thank you. This leads to my story. Long, long ago, and yes, I'm that old, in a not so far away place, I really wanted to go to college for music. But my parents had my best interest in mind, so at their urging, I instead chose the safe route of engineering, and I spent the last 30 years working in the technical world. But the deep love I have for music never left me. I wrote songs, I managed bands, I worked in recording studios. I even became a recording artist myself, putting out several CDs, getting some radio airplay, and performing all over. But as the years went on, the decision I made long ago not to pursue music as a career really began to haunt me. I would think, there has to be something more meaningful I was meant to do, some way I could truly pursue my passion for music. And then one night, 2 years ago, it hit me like a ton of bricks, these 3 disturbing trends happening to music. And in an instant, I knew that was it. So now, together with my wife, Joanne, we've created an organization to promote the value of music for our children's education, for the many types of therapy music is being used for these days, and for our overall happiness. Can any of us imagine for even one moment a world without music? Now, when we started this mission, I knew how important music was to me, and I had read a little bit about how music was helping others. But as we dug deeper and deeper, I've become amazed at just how many ways music is helping our world. Studies have shown time and time again that when we include music and arts education in our children's classes, they perform better in all the other core subjects like English, math, science. Absenteeism is lower. Graduation rates are higher. We place so much emphasis on STEM, which I get it, it's important, but then we forget without the creative benefits that music and arts education offer, our children will grow up to be nothing more than robots, able to spit out formulas and other technical jargon, but incapable of creating anything new. We all want our children to be successful, right? Well, consider this. Many of history's greatest scientists, inventors, doctors, entrepreneurs, and more credit part of their success to early music education. People like Einstein, Thomas Edison, Ben Franklin, Stephen Hawking. Music is what helped them think outside the box, and music is what helped them see things not just as they are, but to imagine greater possibilities. So, what can you and I do to help stave off these three trends that's happening to music right now? Well, one is support music education wherever you can in your local community. Let your local school board and politicians know just how important music is for your children and for our collective future. Second, support up-and-coming artists and local venues that still offer live music. Turn off the TV for one night, shut down that Netflix account. I know the binge is, it's hard to get off the binge watching, right? And then go out to see music shows. Take your children to events that feature live music. Let them experience it for themselves. And see how these experiences can positively affect their future. And finally, if music is not offered in your schools, find alternate ways to bring music education to your children, whether it's outside music schools, private teachers, or even YouTube now offers a wealth of tutorials on how to play almost any instrument under the sun. We all know the old saying, music is the universal language, and it's absolutely true. And I'd like to take it one step further and say that music is perhaps the greatest gift that the universe has given us.
Need a little more time, gonna find a way. I've got to make you all mine. I know that it's been crazy, I know that I've been blind. Need a little bit more, gonna find a way. We can make a new start, gonna break away, heading straight for your heart. Know that love is crazy, 'cause I feel it all the time. Need a little bit more shelter from this storm. Need a little bit shelter from this storm. Late at night in your dreams, I'll be there to comfort you. I will never falter. We can find a way. We can make a new start. There's a better day heading straight for our hearts. I know that love is crazy, 'cause I feel it all the time. Just need a little bit more shelter from this storm, shelter from